Hello everyone. It's a little high. Welcome to Malt and Meeples. I am Petter, and let me hop on right here. Live chat. So, welcome to Malt and Meeples, a board game YouTube channel where I sit down and play games solo with you. And we're continuing through Paper Dungeons by Alley Cat Games, the campaign of this roll and write. But before I get to that, I have a couple of beers sitting here. Slugfest and Cabin Crusher. This one is a Kolsch with lemon. Very good for a nice warm day. It is not that warm today. And then we have Slugfest Juicy IPA. Both of these are from Summit Brewing in St. Paul, I believe. Yes, St. Paul, Minnesota. So not too far away. We're not going to have a great shot of it when we go down to the table, but the table might look, well, it's going to be a little bit different than what you've seen before. At least the play surface will be. Cabin Crusher is great when it's like 90 out. You can crush them. Let's just put it that way. So we're back down to the table for more Paper Dungeons. I've gotten some of the setup done. I have our missions down here. 12 total health, defeat 6 minions, and explore all dungeon rooms in one row. Ooh. All dungeon rooms in 1, 2, or 3 rows. 2, 4, or 7 or more artifacts. We'll go with the artifacts one. Even though I have the goal here for rows, and I do want to try and go like this or that across the bottom, that is just too much to try and do 3 of them. It's not enough points to try and do 3 of them. I would have to probably go up here if the one's in this row, then here to go across, and at the higher you get, it's just not worth it. Oh yeah, do a good fill in. These 2 dots. We'll flip. Ooh, that's just straight up less damage. This one, minus 2 points, but I get a craft more, which is going to combo with this one. Craft for every 3 minions you defeat. There's 6 minions thing there, so hopefully that's enough to get me up ahead here. And let's see what the story is for today. Take another sip of beer. I will have to say, and I'm going to be talking about this as I go, this gaming table is really nice. The only thing for me is that with the chairs I have currently, it's maybe a tiny bit too much depth on the table. So just with how I sit, sometimes it doesn't work quite as well. But story time. Trapped at the top of the tower, the devious lich conjures a cloud of black smoke and vanishes into thin air. The heroes look around the room, which is full of parchment, ancient tomes. Looking through the books, it appears the necromancers have been researching about the Migor Temple, the old lair of secrets of the mad god of Volsko. The Death Wizards have clearly started searching for profane power in the temple, protecting their experiments from the council to increase their insidious influence on the realm. A map of the temple shows a gargoyle guards the entrance, alerting the necromancer of trespassers. A bewitched giant will then use brute force to smash any invaders. If the group of heroes can beat the temple's defenses, the bold adventurers will undergo another showdown with the mastermind of the necromancers, the Lich. Okay. So, let's build out our walls. Interesting. I like that. So, unless you can jump stuff, you have to go up over through here to get to number 2. That is pretty cool. It's a nice little twist on things. And then let's make sure we have our guys here in order. Starting with our gargoyle, giant, and Lich. So, wizard, fighter, cleric. Yeah, nice. So, a little bit more about the table before we get down here. This is a really nice, thick neoprene mat. And so the table itself is slightly smaller than the one I had in here before, though not a ton because the old one had rounded corners on it. So that was a bit more, or that cut into a little bit of the play space. It did make it maybe a little easier to maneuver around in here, though this one, like I said, I think is a bit smaller overall, so might be easier to maneuver around in some ways as well. And then with the table topper, it is actually slightly bigger than what I had in here. So, nice combination of sizes for me. Well, it doesn't tell you you can re-roll. So I guess we're jumping in heavy. Heavy. Well, 2 cleric for sure. Ooh, I do want to be able to jump. Jump walls would be good. So then rogue. So that's our 3. 3 to start. That is not an ideal start. Most certainly. 2 skulls. Okay, wizards. That is not useful for wizards at all. We have another rogue, so I'm going to grab a wall jump. I'm going to brew 2 potions. I think I'm going to brew 2 more potions. I need the wall jump fast because I have to head up here, but with that, now I can go up a slot with no skulls. Wizard. I do have a black wizard hat. So we should be at 8. And then we're going to move 3. So that's 0 for killing that guy. 2 points of damage for that one. But I did get 2 more potions. And I can craft something. And then another potion. Then I'm going to go here, using the wall jump, to get another potion, which allows me to craft something. Plus I defeated another monster, which allows me to craft something. You can see how this one is going right now. That was 2 more points of damage. So let's calculate now. That was really fast to get to that point for the gargoyle. My health is only at 8, so only at 14 to attack. So I'm lower than fairly often for me. Okay, I'm coming up with a plan. Which means I take 2 damage. 4 points there. Don't have 12 health. Don't have 6 minions. Though I do have 3. Don't have that yet. Then A and C go away. Kind of wanted to get that one. That's okay. Absolutely flying this time. So move 3. 1, 2, 3. Take out that one. I do take 1 damage from the trap. Get that, that. So another potion. Another crafting. And 2 levels up. Which are going to go into fighter. So I've done all of that thus far. I could get cleric, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I could go 1. But I'm going to go... Well, I've only spent 1 die so far. I moved 3. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to craft... I'm not going to do potion 1. I'm going to do... Kill 2 minions anywhere. So I take 1, 2, 3 damage. Don't get the gem, because that was gone already. I'm going to go up a level in fighter. That's 2 dice now. Go like cleric. Can move 2 more. Get another potion. Part of me is like, do I just kind of try and loop it the whole way? Another point of damage from a trap. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Point of damage from a trap. Then another potion. Here we go. Nice. So 3 movement is huge for me. 1, 2, 3. 1 point of damage. But I get a level up, which is going to go to cleric. So I have to stop worrying about skulls. I have enough to defeat him. So I get a gem, and then I can craft that, which is then going to allow me to kill 2 there. Oh, and I defeated 6th minion this round on round 5. So 3 points. I have gotten a full row this round. 3 points. And I believe 4, 8, 12. I also have completed the total 12 health this round. 3 points. So that was a lot. Real fast. Then we're going to go this way for 2. 1, 2. 1 point of damage. But I can level somebody else up. Gonna do the wizard. Gonna have to start working on the rogue here soon. Then I'd love to craft more artifacts, so start on the rogue one, because if I get 7 artifacts, 7 plus, which I think is all but 1, which would be that one, that means that I get the most points I can here. But we'll see if that happens. I'm not completely convinced that will happen. Skull, which I can ignore. Let's see. What do I want to do this time? No, for sure, I'm going to use this for a rogue thing so I can jump the water. I mean, I could just finish off something else. But I'd like to do something a bit more productive with it. Let's actually complete this, which gives me a gem. So we're going to go there. This is 2 dice. Then final die. Are you taking out D? No, E and F. So all the way over there. So I don't need a rush for these gems here. I do want to get them. Yeah. But what should I do with this last die? Let me send one quick message here. But oh man, right now I'm torn on what I want to do this time, because it's just not worth it to move. I can't race. Well, I can race to get that gem. Never mind. So I'm going to move for my final thing. 1, 2. But that's 4 damage. Is that worth it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get that one. They don't. Oh no, that is not 4 damage. I already killed that one. Smart thinking on my behalf to save myself damage. Now we calculate for the giant. So if I have this right, we have 12, 13 plus 4, 17. Ooh, plus 3. That's 10. Or 20. And then another one. So I do take 3 damage. I only get the 5 points. Now I have to make it all the way back across. Not that difficult. We do lose F. In case I wanted that one. Let's roll. I can ignore the skull. I still want to go up in rogue because that's not many. It's no points for heroes right now. So I'll use that for rogue. Then jump for 2. 1 point of damage. And I craft. That's 2 dice. And then so 1 point of damage plus a level up. So 2 points of damage plus a level up. So let's see, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can make it there no matter what. That's a good sign. How many monsters have I killed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excellent. I got another one. Final roll. Okay. Okay. Can't even use... Oh, I can use that. Because I can ignore... Yeah, I can ignore what side. So I can grab that. Or color. So then 2. 1, 2. Point of damage. And another gem. And then 1, 2, the last of the dice, just make there, point of damage, and another crafted item that gets me up to 7 crafted items, which is just ridiculous. Well, let's see if I got to 28 here, because I have 16. I don't think I did, because I have 6. Oh no, I'm right at 28. 16 plus cleric's double, so another 4, 20. No, I wasn't there. Because then that's only another 3, 4. I'm at 28, so it's 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only -1. 6. I get 8 points for I leveled up my heroes to. This is where I'm going to score a lot of points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. My gems, I'm at 20. 16 for monsters, -1. 0. -2 for that, +6, so 4. I probably should have gone for more minions. I mean, with just a little more maneuvering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more spaces, I could have gotten another crafting. Who knows if it was worth it. I could have maybe gotten everything filled in on crafting. Well, let's see where I am points-wise. It's going to be lower. I can feel it. So that's 20, 40, 63, 73, 72, 80, 9, 94. 94. Solid score, but not as good as sometimes. Set that aside. We're gonna see how many gameplays I can get in this month. By the way, after today, I should be at around 40 gameplays for the month. It's only the 22nd. Then probably another 2 or 3 tomorrow. 2 on Wednesday. So 45 plus then Friday, more gaming. Not here this time. I'm going to the Game Center, which used to be the Fantasy Flight game store. It's a solid location. I like it. All right. Let's reset for game 2. There's so many things coming out to watch right now. Not well. That is a weird segue as I get stuff set up, but there's Stranger Things season 4. The first part of it comes out on Friday. Like the first part being like for 7 episodes, I think, or 6, and they're all like 75-minute plus, so a full evening to watch. Explore the positions of 3 monsters. Really, I mean, probably get 1. 8 potions. 4 artifacts. That's doable. Corner rooms. I absolutely hate the corner rooms one. So, yeah, no. Number of glory points for fighting monsters. So these guys, that's fun. So, I mean, max you can get is 21. So you need to take out all of them, I guess, to get 21. Or to break that threshold. Oh yeah, can't forget to fill in the dots. So treasure hunter, during setup, claim a gem or +2 for fighting monsters. I'm gonna claim a gem? Yeah, I'm gonna claim a gem. If I don't get all my points on here, at least that's giving me an additional point. And it says claim a gem, which is another reason why I want to do it, because I'll explain in a second here. Cursing, the Necromancer King evaporates into a wicked fog, once more evading the hero's final blow. His shriek of, "I will have my revenge," echoes about the temple as the cloud disperses into nothingness. The Fury games are one of the most... And then, yeah, it jumps. It jumps too much in the writing. I get that it's trying to do something with a story, but it just doesn't work. The Fury games are one of the most famous events in the Western Empire's calendar. Citizens flock from far and wide to attend this violent tournament, where groups of heroes are invited to invade a purpose-built dungeon and confront all of its dangers. If you survive, you can loot all the treasure you find there. If they fail, their bodies will become food for rats. This year, the monsters chosen to fill the dungeons include a gargoyle, always ready to trick unsuspecting heroes, a powerful giant, no doubt a titanic challenge for the adventurers, and finally a deadly Hydra, the real highlight of the Fury games. So, 1, 2, 3. Wall jumping might be nice this time. Gargoyle, giant, Hydra. So basically the exact same thing as last time, except instead of needing cleric at the end, you need rogue at the end. And so, this is why it matters. This is during setup. I'm unlikely to get Gem C before the gargoyle kills it. However, because I claim a gem during setup, that means that, well, now I've got that one. So gargoyle can't kill it for me, which is huge. For a multiplayer game, I could be like, all right, I claim A or I claim B, the ones that other people might be racing to get to faster. All right, here we go again. 1 skull. Ooh, 3 movement. I'd love to start moving here. 1, 2, 3. 2 potions, that's not bad. Ooh, rogue. Can I go up in rogue? Cannot. Wizard, can I go up in wizard? Cannot. Fighter, can I go up in fighter? Cannot. So, I have a little fun with this. Immediately craft that. I'm going to kill that immediately. And that one. Because now I go 1, 2, 3. 2 potions, and I get to craft something else, which I want to do wall jump. Or no, yeah, I do. I really don't want to do wall jump if I can do it. So that's all 3 to start with here. Another skull. Oh, white wizard hats. I don't need white wizard hats. I need... I need to go 1, 2 for 2 damage. I collected all of these. And then wizard for sure. I'm going to finish the wall jump. Two more potions. I do not like how this one is starting out. I did get another level up. But I want to be 17 if I can be there. It's just going to be real tricky right now. Oh, maybe less tricky now. Let's see. Cleric. No, 1 damage from that. I'm going to take a level in Cleric here. Because I have... The reason I say it's less now is I can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, that has to be it. 1, 2, 3. That guy's just killed. Oh, I should be at 4 killed. Nice. I get 2 more potions. And then 1. That's 2 damage. 2, 3. Another 2 damage. Another craft. Oh, that's everything. Level up. Has to be wizard. Another craft. Starting to go for monsters here. 5. Wow. I've not kept up. I'm at 8. 8 plus an additional 4 is only 12. This is miserably bad. I get 2 points and 3 damage. I need to... That was... Yeesh. Oh yeah. And then... So you would have killed A otherwise, but I already have A. Oh my goodness, I could just run around here. Skull. So 1 damage. Let's see, what can I run to? I'm curious. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 2 gems. Why do I only have 1 marked? Actually gives me another craft, which would have put me over the threshold. To there, so 4 and 2 instead of... So I get back 1 health, which actually might be useful here. Do I really want to... I need to start leveling up fighter anyways, so fighter. 1, 2, 3. Which gets me another level in fighter. Plus 1 point of damage. Then, now that I have 3 levels of fighter, I'm going there because it's only 1 point of damage. I now have 3 gems. Another monster defeated. I don't have 4 artifacts, don't have 8 potions quite yet. So that was 1. 2 point of damage. And I level up fighter again. So that's 10, 11. And then the final move of this, I go over here, can just defeat that monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, alright, let's see. Potion. I have completed 8 potions in round 4. So 4 points. I get to craft something. I want to shoot for a level up here, I think. All right. It's an interesting start. Interesting go, that's for sure. All right, I need to get more rogue. Come on. Rogue, dark. Don't need dark rogue. Cleric, dark. I can go up 2 in cleric. Don't have to worry about skulls then, but 1, 2 for sure. 1 point of damage and another potion brewed. But I don't need to get to that one yet. I can take my time if I want to. I'm just trying to see where I might want to go. He's going to take out E and F. So it'd be nice to get to at least one of those. I can go to F. So 1, 2. Something else there. Which isn't bad. So 2 points of damage. But then another level up. Go on rogue. And another gem. Which gets me another potion. Final one, I could go do 2. Get 2 more potions. Which gets me another gem. I'm going all in on gems this time, it looks like. I know, and that's a solid strategy, by the way, to go all in on gems. Haven't completed my 4th artifact yet. Let's see. I will this time, by the way. 1, 2, 3. Oh, cleric, so 1 damage first. Plus 2 more from traps. But I get another gem, which allows me to level up another character. And I get a craft, which allows me to level up another one. And I would have done that. That was 1 die. Because then I have this one to level up again. Get another gem. It's 2 damage. Gain that gem. If I gain that gem, it's not worth it really. So instead, let's look here what I might want. I mean, that gem is worth it. But is it worth it yet? Spent one, second one there. And then... Can't use rogue, can't use... So I can't use those dice to level up anybody. Makes most sense, I think, then, for a potion. Or not for a potion. For that there. Let's see. I always forget to do the count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So much better there. Oh, this turn. 3 points for that one. I have completed 4 artifacts. So I believe 3 points for that as well. It's not going too bad. It's going pretty well, actually, thus far. I've spent so much damage, though. So, yeah, I did that. That's the last die. Do I have 22? So, 15 plus 4 is 19 plus 4. It's 23. I have enough. So that is 7. Take 2 damage from that. We've defeated, but we lose that one. It's okay. I had no plans to go back to that corner. Now we have our Hydra. Well, for sure, starting off with that. If I do that, I can get the water jump. I could spend that. And those two to get water jump. Okay, there is a reasoning for this. There's a method to the madness. Sweet. So tons of movement here. Let's see. Cleric needs to be dark. Oh, I can ignore. So I'm going to go up another one in Cleric here. Or Rogue. What do I want to do? I can't do Rogue. So I don't know why I picked Cleric, but that's what I wanted to. So then I went up 1, so I can go 1, 2, 3. Which... Oh, I would have gone up 1 in Wizard. Never mind. I knew there was reasoning for it. Because now that's enough to take out the Wizard. Don't have to take the damage. Then 3 again. 1, 2, 3. That is 2 damage. I'm taking 2 damage. But I level up again. Wizard. And a craft. Completing that one. And that's it. Right? Yeah, that's it. I forgot to cross off the time before. So let's see how we do here. We have 28. So that should be 18 there. Plus 4. 22. Plus 4. 26. Should have gone up. I couldn't have gone up in Rogue because I didn't have what I needed to do that. So 26, only 6 points and 4 damage, which is the 4 damage is the killer. That's, I mean, minus 1 point. It's not that big a deal, but I prefer not to hit that negative points. And let's see where we go here. So 8 plus 1, 9 for there. Craft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Gems 30. Monsters 19. 1 point there. None there. 17 points, so I do get the 4 for that. That feels low again. Let's see. 10 or 20, 50, 69, 70, 80, 90 plus 7, 97 plus 9, 106 minus 1, 105. So yeah, that is definitely stronger that time around. Well, let's continue going. This might be an odd situation where... So I don't have anything to do tonight, really. My wife is calling up the in-laws who are coming to visit over the weekend. My in-laws, not hers. And yeah, so probably won't watch anything. And I had a full another beer here, so might as well bust that one out and reset. See what we got for another story. Explore 2 corner dungeon rooms. Explore all dungeon rooms in a column. And level 3 heroes up to level 4. Not bad. Brew a potion for every 3 you defeat. Yeah, that one sounds better than the other one I drew. Health reached. Health reached is more fun. I don't know that we'll hit 20, but we can see. We can see. All right, J. Another jump, it seems like. It's hard to find an evil dwarf. Honor and justice are fundamental principles of dwarven culture. However, when the heart of a dwarf turns to darkness, his determination and willpower turn him into a great menace. The Castle of Budaric is the realization of this evil. Constructed at the dawn of the age by Budaric the Merciless, this giant complex was created to harbor what are the now legendary fantasies of a mad dwarf. Hearing the release of the Dragon Emperor, Budaric used his cruel power to submit the beast to his will and turn it into his mount. He must be stopped before it's too late. Legend has it that the castle is patrolled by a metallic golem. It goes on to tell the tale of an elemental taken as a prisoner and forced to protect his master. If the heroes can defeat both monsters, they then confront a red dragon and his new dragon rider and restore peace to the empire. I'm getting a little frustrated with the stories. Mainly, I mean, it's probably meant to be, alright, sit down every once in a while, play, and call it good, but sitting down to stream it like this, there's just not enough story written together to make it worthwhile. The story is too scattered to be that good. Well, column, that shouldn't be too hard to get a column. Bust into the other B here. 2 corner rooms might end up being these two. Wizard and Rogue are on the dark dice. Brew for every 3 monsters you defeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be the plan. Start with Rogue. I'll start with the damage. We have 3 movement. I can bump Fighter by 1. Probably worth it. So, starting there. Cleric, I need Rogue. And I need to be able to jump walls, which is also Rogue. Or Cleric to jump water, so I guess jumping water it is. At least right now. And then 3 movement. So 1, 2, 3. So I do take 2 damage before I brew those 2 potions. Take 1 damage. I can craft, so I water jump now. And then I brew another potion. I feel like my strategy is shifting here from like the first few times I played it and I was getting in like the 80s and 90s. I would brew a lot of potions myself, not get them in the dungeon, but I mean there's 12 spots and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the dungeon. That's most of what you need to do. Rogue, yes, Rogue, excellent. Any skulls? No skulls, excellent. And I have Cloverleaf, so second Rogue. Because then I can go 1, 2, 3, take no damage from defeating that guy. I brew another potion, which allows me to level up somebody, which gets me a gem. I can craft an item, which I'm going to put into leveling up. And then Cleric, I do take 2 damage from that, but then I can level up somebody. And that takes me to 9 levels. And I just have to go 1, 2, 3. Of course, no feat. So 1, 2. First I should do Fighter to get level 4 on Fighter. Because then I don't take any damage when I get Gem B. I gotta craft something else there, plus I have a craft there. So most definitely doing that. Then the final one, eesh, it's gonna be painful, but there we go, 1, 2. So I went through 1, only hit 1 corner room thus far. That is 3 damage, eesh. And a potion. And I've killed off monster number 4. Wow, that's way off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which actually gets me another potion. And now we do our check. So 10, 14, 18. Nice. 6 and 1 point of damage. Golem defeated. We did lose B and D. So B, so we lost that gem up there. Correct, I've only collected 2 thus far. G and H, so G and H. That's wizard. Wizards are dark. So for sure we're doing that. Should craft. So that's 2 of the dice. Because that gets me another level up for wizard. And then I want to use the wild. I want to use one to jump walls. Jumping walls is going to be fairly important coming up here in a second. Yeesh. Wizard's galore. So wizard. Round 5. 3 heroes to level 4. That's 3 points. 2 corners. Nope. Column. Nope. But we're going to go 1, 2. Another monster. Point of damage. Another gem. Then 1, 2. 2 points of damage. Another craft. And that completes that time. We're almost done with the full column. Okay, 3 movement, perfect. So, because 3 movement just goes 1, 2, 3, I think. I can do 2 movement to get that. Oh, that's horrible. I forgot how bad that is. Cleric. 2 cleric. I don't need to do that yet. I don't need to on 1 point of damage for that. 2 cleric, and then 2 potions, which gives me. We're gonna work down here. I think I'm gonna need those potions. Two cleric and the 2 potions. So let's see where I'm at here. Of course, I haven't tallied that up correctly yet. 15, 19, 23. So 7, 2 points of damage. All right, last 2 rounds. Okay, I still can't ignore those 2. 2 points of damage. Do I just finish off the potions? We lost H. No reason to go there now. And G. Yeah, let's finish off. That's annoying. I like another gem. So, start moving. 1, 2. 1 point of damage. And a level up. Still don't have 2 corner rooms, by the way. That's on 7. That's a 2. Then 2 there. To grab that. Gets me a potion. So 2 potions. Basically. should get that gem for sure. Thinking about my options. So I'm at 16 health. Means I'm at the 4 point there. Plus I have that. I need to count monsters again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, might as well go here. Collect that. Beat that guy. And now, with that, one, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got another one. And I want to get down to here anyway, so I'm going to go around that way with my last roll. Okay, can ignore the skull. So starting here, 1, 2. Gem gets me there. Go up in fighter. Okay, sweet. So I'm spending that one. Then 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. 1, 2. I defeat this guy. No problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 1, 2 sitting out there. So, yep, that's right. I can go up in fighter again. And I gain that gem. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gems. Okay. Which means I should be 7 gems. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gems. Okay. Yep. Can't get any more. That's 2 dice. 2 dice down. Nothing worth moving around for. I'm just not getting the 2 corners. I've resigned myself to the fact that I will not end up in 2 corners. So then, what's the most... I'm very disappointed that I started that one. Should have started this one or that one. Starting that one would allow me to knock out that and that, completing, killing everything at the cost of a point. Or I could have done that one. That would have been equally as advantageous. Let's see. 16, 17, 18. So I can't even get to 20, which would be useful there. So what is going to give me the most points possible? I mean, I'm just going to finish this one off, even though I can't get the potions. It's 1 point. Like, there's no way to get past 1 point, is there? Because I've already grabbed that, that. Can't get... If I had a movement of 3, I could go 1, 2, 3. That's a level. It's not more points. I need 2 levels, really, anyways. So, yeah, complete that. Get my point. Let's calculate, because this is going to be 18, 24, 28. 28 for sure gets me the win. 8 and 3 points of damage. 1, 2, 3. And then set it up. So 9 points for heroes, as always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 for that. Not great. 30, that's solid. I think I had that last time. Minions, 19, very solid. Only one loss there. And I was short there, so 7 points on those cards. Nothing for that. Yeah, this is lower. This is... I keep on saying that, but let's see. 50, 65, 70, 89, 98. I keep on saying that. 98, 90, 105, 104. Like I said, this one is lower. It's 1 point lower than last time. Because that is ridiculous. Ooh, the Thor Love and Thunder trailer is out now. Knew it was coming out. But let's pop back up above the table. Let's just chat. Chat a little bit. Let me actually pull up in Chrome here. CS. Straw poll. Let's see how my poll is doing. 9 votes, technically 10. Technically 10 for the campaign game that I'm going to stream next. Let me... wasn't planning on doing this, but let's see. Then you go away. Let's move me around here. So, as you can see, voting on the campaign game that I'm going to be streaming next is in full swing. But the distribution of those votes, technically 10 votes, one coworker with how our wireless is set up treats everything as the same IP address, so couldn't vote, but wrote in a vote. So we have Hexplorer, the Forest of Adramon. That is going to be one of the Hexplorer game series. In those, it's kind of an adventure game. There's a big bad who's eventually going to show up on the board, but let me do this. But it's less narrative driven, more just like a series of adventures that you go through. Then there's Madara, Unintentional Malum Act 1, which should theoretically fit on this table and may be possible even to film. But that is a massive kind of anime-esque style dungeon crawl game. Dice chucking, leveling up your characters, powers and abilities, stuff like that, with a really cool world to it. You are going through, or the characters you play as are basically, they came from Earth, but are technically the offspring of these people from this other world. And there are these portals, gateways that you can go through. And if you go through the gateways, your powers are kind of unlocked. And then you're brought there to fight and deal with the issues that they have going on in the lands. It's really cool. idea for a game. Haven't dove into it yet, so that is another option for what could come up next for streaming. Then we have Pathfinder Adventure card game. That's going to, well, there's a couple different versions of that I could pull out. So I have the original edition, Skulls and Shackles. The original edition, Skulls and Shackles, is going to be kind of a pirate adventure. You take your characters on that adventure, the locations, and what you're trying to deal with are done in different decks of cards. Each location is a separate deck. And you deck build or deck construct your character ahead of time. I think every character class kind of starts out with some pre-built stuff, but then as you find other treasures that get added to your hand, added to your deck, you can then use whatever you've collected on a mission, assuming you haven't like spent the card for a one-time use effect, to continue to build out more of a deck. And then you can also, there are ways you can help support the other characters, since all the challenges are done via die roll and various stats that they have. It's a fun system. I've enjoyed playing the app. I've enjoyed playing it in person. So I have that Skulls and Shackles from the original edition, and then I have the new core set that I want to play as well, mainly because I think it'd be interesting to contrast and compare. Followed up, now we have Solomon Kane, also at 2 votes. Solomon Kane is going to be the adventures of Solomon Kane. It's this character, Puritan character, who was not always a good person, but then became a believer, and now they are trying to rid the world of darkness. However, they can't see all the darkness that is around them, so there are different virtues, things like that kind of lead them in certain ways. I'm assuming you can hear that noise in the background. That is the big old cat trying to get in so that she can have a comfy spot on my office chair and be away from the kittens while I'm in here. So it's an interesting one in the fact that you are helping control Solomon Kane as a group, and there are 4 different virtues in the game, but then of those, for solo play, there's like one super virtue that has all the powers. Next up, also at 2 votes, even though it only shows 1, we have Folklore the Affliction. This is going to be a RPG type game in a box where you are going, I mean, in some ways almost a little bit Gloomhaven-like, but dice chucking, more like a standard D&D D20 dice chucking that you have going on. And with that one, it's going to be more of you go travel between locations. There's a little bit of story where you interact with people, and then you have a tactical battle on the table. And that's kind of your D&D style combat, where you're rolling dice, you're rolling your D20s, I believe, even, or D10s for like damage, stuff like that. Not your normal, say, I don't know, it feels different than your standard board game dungeon crawler, like Madara. Even though that's not standard, the dice use in that of rolling D6s feels more standard, whereas Folklore the Affliction feels more RPG-like. And then the last 2, no votes yet, but we're not going to count them out. I'm going to spam, well, not spam this, but I'm going to put this around a little bit more. Look for it on Twitter, the poll link. I'll put it up in the comments here on YouTube after the stream. But Aeon's End Legacy of Gravehold, that is going to be the most recent Aeon's End game, another legacy version, in a box about twice the size, I feel, as Aeon's End Legacy. But in that, it's a cooperative game. Generally, when I play solo, I play two-player or two-handed. I think you have to play two-handed, but you can play more, where you have your different breach mages who are casting spells to drive back the nemesis, and they are these crazy big monsters. There's two cool things that I really like about the game. The first being that when you play as a breach mage, it's deck building. I love deck building, but it's deck building where you never shuffle your deck of cards. Instead, you are just putting them back into the discard pile in order and flipping over that discard pile to determine what you play. And the other thing is that turn order is not set. In a two-player game, one player is player A or 1, I forget which one they go with, alpha or numeric, but one person is player 1, one person is player 2, let's say, and then there's Nemesis. There's 2 player 1 cards in the turn order deck, there's 2 player 2, and there's 2 Nemesis cards. And so you shuffle those up, you flip it out, and that determines who goes. So if it goes player 1, player 2, player 1, player 2, Nemesis, Nemesis, okay, that's your first 6 turns. Now you shuffle up again, and you're going to have Nemesis, player 1, Nemesis, player 2, player 2. And so each time you shuffle up, the turn order is going to change, and it's possible to, say you start out the game with Nemesis, Nemesis, it's possible to have 8 straight player turns before having 2 Nemesis turns in a row. But the issue with having 2 Nemesis turns in a row is oftentimes if they put out minions or attacks or stuff like that, those are going to activate when they activate again. So if they have 2 turns in a row, it might sound great to have 8 player turns, but it's not always the ideal thing. Plus, you might end up with 4 Nemesis turns in a row, which is just nuts. And finally, Perdition's Mouth, Abyssal Rift. That is right over my shoulder here. That is going to be another dungeon crawl like game. Kind of a shorter campaign game in that there are a number of kind of different campaigns in the box. You are heroes who are going to basically deal with like demons and cultists and insectoid monsters, stuff like that. But it's very different from your standard dungeon crawler in that you are not chucking dice. In fact, it's really a rondel action selection system where you can spend your action points to move as far around this rondel, this kind of pie that you want, and whatever slice you land on, that's what you're going to do. But oftentimes it might be like, okay, I want to move. Well, moving is 4 away, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 action points. Now I can only spend that last action point to move a single space unless I use a card to augment it for me. But those cards are valuable as well because they can do very powerful things. Sometimes it just is augmenting it. Sometimes it's a couple points to add to your movement so you can move 3. But other times it's like 3 movement plus it gives you an attack or something crazy like that, or some special power you have. And do you want to spend it then? Plus, you know precisely what the enemy is going to do. And I say precisely, you know the enemy's rondel of actions. They're going to move, attack, move, spawn, attack, spawn, or move, spawn, something like that. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but you can see it precisely. However, there's a modifier deck, and that modifier deck that determines some of what the enemies do, or how well they do it, I should say. But there's also, when the enemies activate, you flip over the top card of that deck, and that is going to give you a number. So it might be 2. Okay, that's not too bad if it's move and spawn. Yeah, there's something else on the board, but you don't have to kill everything on the board to win the scenario. So they're moving and spawning. They're not going to attack you. But it might be 5. It might be move, attack, spawn, move, attack. And now you are just being swarmed by everything. It's a really cool concept for a game. Very dark theme. Lots of components, a bit fiddly at times, but once you're into it and once you know how it works, it's not that complex a game. It just offers really good decision space in what you're going to do. So anyways, those are the 7 games I put on the list, and I could have put more on there as well. Just looking around my shelves, what else could I put? Deep Madness. Could have done Deep Madness campaign. Could have done... Let's see, what else is coming in or is already here. I could have... can't really restart Tainted Grail right now since I'm going through that with other people. There's Reichbusters. That might be about it for campaign games right now. I really feel like I'm missing a big one. Reichbusters for sure is on that list. Shadowrun Crossfire or Dragonfire, both of those have campaign elements to them. So you certainly can write those in as a vote. Tweet them to me over on Twitter. Tweet them to me at the Scando. But I think, it's almost 9:30 here for me. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that it has been a fun time. I hope that you've been enjoying the playthroughs of Paper Dungeons. We are down to the last 2 missions coming up. This next time we'll see how the story resolves. And I will probably be pushing at the end of Wednesday's stream as well what I should stream next. So, show up, comment on these videos. Let me know what you want me to stream, because I'll be checking that as well. Like I said, I'll put the straw poll in either the description or the comments coming up here. But with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this content. If you do, please consider giving the video a thumbs up. If you want to know when I go live, click that subscribe bell, click that subscribe button, then click that notification bell. That should let you know when I'm going live. It tends to be every Monday and Wednesday at this point. I think I want to try and keep it that way. It probably won't be quite as long a stream always on Mondays, but today it's a little bit longer just because I was able to get started on stuff sooner since the toddler went to bed earlier. But with that, bottoms up.